but it had something to do with the connection between upper and lower part. So upper part is the visible, lower part is the invisible. And I don't know why I want to share it. Or let's rather say I want to share it. There has to be a connection between the upper and the lower part. First of all, they are depending on each other. So the lower part benefits from the upper part, and also the upper part benefits from the lower part. So it's important to keep a connection between the upper and the lower part. And then it's important to put this upper and lower part in the correct environment. It's important to position it in the correct environment and to put it in the right place and to have the right idea about it. So it's not important to see everything all at once. Right now it's important to think about the connection between upper and lower part, how they benefit each other. And then it's also important to define the upper part. The upper part is not waiting, and it's important to know that even though the lower part can't be seen directly, the lower part can see itself. So even though the lower part can't be seen directly, it can see itself, and that's not an issue. So the lower part can be seen directly, it can see itself, that's not an issue. The upper part can be seen directly, that's also not an issue. And they are working together, they are benefiting each other. The upper part, there is an open question, and this question definitely belongs to the upper part. There is another question, and it concerns the lower part. It's not easy to understand this analogy, but I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to understand this analogy and to explain it, but it's not easy. But it's necessary, because that's how real progress is made. There is an assumption. So the lower part should stabilize the upper part. The lower part should provide the environment for the upper part so that it has a place to stand in. If there's no lower part, the upper part cannot stand on its own. So yeah, the upper part is definitely dependent on the lower part. The lower part should be stable. The more stable the lower part, the better it is for the upper part. A good lower part is broad. It can carry a lot of different things. So the broader the base, the more it can carry. and the lower part is stable. It's not shaking. It's not pushing the upper part anywhere or shaking it off. It just provides a foundation. That's its job. Its job is to provide a solid foundation for the upper part so that the upper part can rest comfortably. And once the upper part can rest comfortably, it could also expand because it knows the lower part will carry the weight. So what can we learn by observing this analogy? Well, first we learn that the upper part is not concerned about the lower part. Once it learns that it's carried by the lower part, we learn that it's depending on each other. We learn that the upper part is not waiting on the lower part. The lower part is already there. And we learn that the lower part cannot be seen directly, but the lower part might recognize itself, and that's not a problem because it's the same lower part. So we learned that the upper part loses its fear of being recognized. The upper part loses many fears once it realizes that the lower part is carrying it. Maybe previously the upper part might have thought it needs to carry itself. It needs to hold itself together, but once it realizes that the lower part is carrying it, it can relax. So I hope you could take something from this analogy. I certainly could. So see you next time. Bye.